Now, a section of politicians from Western Kenya Sugar Belt want the government to suspend the privatization of 5 sugar companies in the region 5 months to the deadline set by the Common Market for Eastern and Southern Africa, COMESA. The leaders say whereas they are not opposed to privatization of the mills, they want due process to be followed and county governments allowed to take over the management of the factories together with their assets. Kusa reports.
Last week on Thursday, Deputy President William Ruto was reported to have said that the government was looking into ways of expediting the privatization of Miwani, Muhoroni, Nzoia, Soni and Chemelil sugar factories. A remark that appears to have ruffled feathers.
We wish to inform the Deputy President that while we give him all the respect, we want order to be followed.
Koyo warned of a possible conflict between the would-be investors and the communities living around the mills if matters land were not conclusively addressed.
What we are opposing and we oppose it today, we will oppose tomorrow and may bring a lot of problems is hurried privatization without following the laid-down procedure.
Nyando MP Jared Okello called for fresh valuation of the factories, demanding that an independent valuer be sourced.
We want the counties to take control of the sugar factories, not individuals. When individuals buy them, they will quickly die like mumias.
Privatization is not necessarily a panacea or a solution to problems facing the sugar industry, which for a long time has been run by the national government.
We must make those sugar companies viable and profitable first before we think about privatization. Secondly, we also believe very strongly as county governments that we can enter into an agreement with national government so that we are able to buy these companies over a longer term period and allow these assets to revert back to the county governments in those regions.
However, the Kenya Union of Sugar Plantation Workers, through its Secretary General Francis Wangara, scoffed at some of the issues raised by the politicians, terming them unfounded.
The government is crying for these collapsing factories. Why can't they look for investors to come up with a vibrant new factories that will create jobs? Yeah. Why are they crying over these dying things? Yeah? So if they are ready to buy as investors, let them buy, and therefore there's no objection to that.
Wangara warns that the sugar industry was on its deathbed, saying that privatization was the only sure way to save it.
Bishop Dongi
The Common Market for Eastern and Southern Africa, COMESA, gave Kenya until August this year to complete the privatization process. Whether or not the country will beat the deadline remains to be seen. The privatization talk commenced in 2005, but to date, disagreements among stakeholders have derailed the process. Kusa, NTV.